all of our interviews with a segment that we call Controlled Rowdiness.
It
is a bunch of rapid-fire questions that you can answer as short or as at length as you would want to. There are no right answers, but there are several wrong ones, so you want to make sure not to step in any of those landmines. And Danley, I'll send it to you to kick it off.
I've got a bone to pick with you.
Oh, man.
You said in your favorite list, top 3 favorite Star Wars movies is Return of the Hope.
Return of the Hope.
Yes, you want to restart that?
A New Hope is what I meant. And then some other wrong answers after that. And Empire Strikes Back was not on the list. So my question is, what's your problem with Empire Strikes Back?
I don't dislike Empire Strikes Back. I think it's good. I just okay. One of the issues that people had when Luke came into the sequel trilogy was they were like, "Why is Luke so whiny?" And I'm like, did we not watch the same original trilogy where he's whining half the time?
Yeah, he's a whiner for sure,
and on Tatooine
for sure.
Like,
but I want to get power converters,
right? Like, I love getting to meet Yoda. I do enjoy Empire Strikes Back, but like between his complaining and like when his terrible like yeah. Really?
But how about instead of that, you get Darth Vader saying no disintegrations to Boba Fett? You have like a bad, whiny Luke line.
I didn't get the thing about Boba Fett until seeing Robert Rodriguez's episode with Boba Fett in the season 2 of Mandalorian was so well done, and that was the first time where I was like, oh, okay, I want to know more about Boba Fett because he looks really cool now. I do really love Return of the Jedi. I think that probably rotates in and out of my top 3.
Did you like the original song that the Ewoks sang? Zub zub. Zub zub. You know what it is. Don't pretend like you don't know.
She wouldn't have known the difference between that and the
you probably
other one.
wouldn't have.
Yeah.
I retract my statement.
Yeah, in the original 1983 release, the Ewoks at the end of
they sang a really great song.
Yeah, they sing a totally different song than the one that goes.
I liked it.
Yeah, after the prequel trilogy was made, where they go and they like go across
George
the galaxy
Lucas
and show everybody celebrating.
Went back and destroyed the Mona Lisa.
That's one
he
way.
Altered the Mona Lisa to make it better.
He put a mustache on the Mona Lisa,
as all great artists do.
Yeah.
They go back 30
but we
years
also
later.
know that Han shot first.
Yes,
and Han shot first. Okay,
this is very true.
I'm complete with my first question.
All right, well there you go. Okay, so as a young lady who is interested in fandoms and who works at a church and with other younger ladies, I'm curious, how do you feel about what has been commonly called the over-sexualization of women in comic books, which a lot of people have said has prevented women and girls from getting into fandom, is because they feel like, there's an over-sexualization. Do you think there's been an improvement on that, and what cautions do you give to, let's say, the young ladies that you're working with at church?
I can't speak as much to comic books because I haven't read as many of those, but I think as far as like movies and TV shows go, I think it looks like it's getting better. And the reason I would say that, I would point to Wonder Woman and I would point to the Black Widow prequel movie. Because in Wonder Woman, I know Patty Jenkins was very intentional about like obviously like honoring the costume that came from the comics, but doing so in like a slightly more maybe tasteful way than other iterations of Wonder Woman have been. Like I know that there was an NBC version of Wonder Woman that tried to make it with Adrienne Palicki, who's awesome, but her costume was unfortunate. I thought.
Was this like in the 80s, or was it?
No, that was Linda. That was Linda Carter who did it in the 80s.
That's what I'm thinking of. Okay.
Yeah. And then like I loved that in the Black Widow movie, like. It was, I think when we see Black Widow and Iron Man, I do think she's overly sexualized in that. And part of that is because it's a Tony Stark movie too, unfortunately.
Right.
He sees the world that way. But like in Black Widow, it's a lot more realistic, I think. You know, like one of the things that I remember loving after the Black Widow movie was like, they let her put her hair up while she's fighting. And it's like, yeah, that's like, that sounds really dumb, but that's kind of a big deal. Like, I'm not going to go work out with my hair down like this.
Yeah.
Like, she's not going to go fight bad guys.
It's the first
looking, you know, with all these curls like she does in one of those Iron Man movies. So
Right.
I feel like we're getting there. It's slow. It's slow. But I think the more women that are in the conversation and that are putting their voice in, I think that's helping a lot. So.
Sweet.
Yeah, I agree. I always think that's funny when they, you know, they're wearing heels and running around fighting. I mean, I don't know. I've never officially admitted to wearing heels. but
they're hard to walk in.
Yeah, but every girl fight that I've seen, at least even movies or whatever, take the earrings out, put the hair up, and you know it's on.
Yeah.
So having flowing hair that you get to zip around is for cinematic effect. Okay, new question.
Like I even think, I'll just add this too. Like I know there's some controversy over Gina Carano as Cara Dune in Star Wars, but that character, I think I loved that character because this was a woman who is a professional fighter who has been a professional fighter. She's not a size 2, and she knows how to fight and she's good at it. And she still looks like a girl, but like she's owning that strength and that power in a way. And Star Wars let her do that within that character of Cara Dune. So like other stuff that's happened with her aside, like that was a really cool character because I like as somebody who's also not a size 2, I was like, oh, she looks like me. That's really cool. You know?
Yeah,
So,
no, I'm with you.
I enjoyed that.
I'm pretty sure she could take me down.
Yeah, the difference being Ashley is a better actress than Gina Carano, even though Gina Carano is a professional fighter and had screen time.
And a professional actress.
Yeah. Well,
I'm a professional in Zenzi commercials.
Yeah. Hey, there you go. Do you got one?
Sure.
Yeah, go ahead.
Let's see. Kiss, marry, or team up.
Here we
is
go.
the game we're playing.
You got to kiss one, marry one, and team up with one. And don't feel like this is something that we've done because you're a girl, because we asked these same questions to Ethan Nicole of the Babylon Bee, and he had similar options.
Except they were all men too.
Yeah, they were.
Okay.
They were.
Okay. So marry, kiss, team up. Captain Kirk, Aragorn, and Bucky.
Kiss one, marry one, team up with one.
Oh, this is fun. Bucky, Aragorn, and who was the other one?
Captain Kirk.
We're
talking
Captain
Captain Kirk in the height of his coolness.
But like, are you talking Shatner, Captain
Kirk?
Not Chris Pine.
Shatner.
Okay, yeah.
Old school Shatner.
Yep.
Like OG, like
yeah, there you go.
Okay, which one do you like better?
Yeah, no. Sticking with the question.
I mean, I love Chris Pine in it, but OG Captain Kirk.
Yes.
Gosh, this is hard. I would.
This is going to be very telling.
I know I can't decide between Aragorn and Bucky. I think I would
for which part? Roll, marry or kiss or team up.
I would kiss Kurt because that's like a one-off. It's the marry and team up because that's like a longer relationship. You know, that sounds weird. Friendship, you know what I mean.
And also, is your husband not going to protect you in this scenario?
Like he probably will.
Like in the marry scenario, is your husband not going to protect you?
Even in the Hawkeye scenario, like they're married, they both work for sure, but they get different jobs.
They're separate.
Yeah.
That's true. I will team up with Bucky because I know he's always going to have my back, and he's still going through some issues. But I will marry Aragorn because
he's the full package.
Awesome. He's a full package,
right.
And if I marry him, I'm a queen.
Yep.
Yeah, this is true.
So, yeah.
And
I'll go get my crown.
And he will outlive you, unless you have Numenorian blood that I don't know about.
Yeah,
did I not tell you I have some of that?
Okay,
so we're good.
She's a Dunedain.
Y'all will have long, happy, prosperous lives.
Ashley is actually 85. That's what she does.
Yeah, did you know that?
She's a Dunedain. She's actually 85.
Well, fantastic.
Okay.
What's your secret?
Yep.
Blood.
Top 3 reasons why Thor is better than Batman. Go ahead.
Oh, I hate you.
Is that really a question? Okay.
It's a jab at me.
Yeah, but it's a real question.
Oh, it is a real question.
Yeah.
Thor has better hair.
Boom. Number one.
Debatable.
Yeah.
Have you seen Bruce Wayne after the fresh barber cut?
Yeah.
I actually am excited to see Robert Pattinson's Batman movie.
Yeah, with his,
I think it's going to be
with
good.
his bowl cut.
I am not talking about that.
You're not talking about
I'm not talking about Robert Pattinson.
He's got the same haircut we had in 6th grade.
Lucas.
I'm focused. Y'all are.
Yeah. No,
Fail. Number 2 is
Less
that
money.
he is.
I know he's got gold.
Yeah, he's hot. I'm sorry. I'm just gonna
Boom.
go with that. He's hot.
Better
But number
hair,
3.
hot.
Number 3.
Spelled HAWT.
Number 3 is I appreciate that. I mean, I know it was kind of comical too, but I really appreciate in Endgame that we get to see him go through kind of a grief and depressive moment.
He's a full
Like,
mental breakdown and
well, like, because it's
just
comical,
drinks
but
and
it's
plays
also
video
like,
games in a
he is like
cottage.
he's like what 1,500 years old
Yeah,
or
yes,
something
yeah,
like that,
yeah.
and he's lost his mom, his dad, his brother, and all this other stuff in the span of like 6 years.
Yeah, at least
So
2
that's
different
a-
girlfriends.
Yeah,
That's like us. That's like us losing everybody we care about in a month.
yeah.
You know, like
It's true.
that. So to me, that was really. I was impressed with that. That Marvel was willing to kind of, in a funny way though, but go there, start kind of going for those deeper emotions. So I think that was
let
really cool
himself
that
go.
he was the
That's
one
a
that
good
got
point.
to do that.
His mom, his dad, his brother, his girlfriends, his rabbit. He lost a lot of.
Bruce Wayne is much too strong mentally to allow that to happen. He is rigidly inflexible.
Yes.
He does
Yes, that's
not.
true.
He does not register. He represses all anxiety and pain, and inflicts it on others.
Yep. And except for that one time when Bane broke his back and his anxiety and pain landed him.
But he
in
can't.
a
But he bounced
wheelchair.
back.
So
He bounced back from that.
Splashly, it's been awesome to have you on. Thanks so much for coming on the show. Tell our audience where it is that they can find you online and on social media.
Yeah. You can find me at my website, which is www.fangirlingoverjesus, not fangirling,
Right.
fangirling, all one word, no dashes, over Jesus. You can also find on Instagram, that one is at fangirling_over_Jesus, because somebody else has fangirling over Jesus without underscores. I don't know why. And on both of those are the 2 easiest to direct you to, because on both of those you'll find a link from there to the Etsy shop, to other social media, to the devotionals, and we also just started a Patreon, which is really exciting. So if you, I have to pull this up, otherwise I'm going to forget. We have a Patreon now. That's patreon.com/fangirlingoverjesus, where you can, there's different levels. You can do a $2 level, which is we are going to partner together in prayerful support, all the way up to higher levels, which you just need to come and look at the names of these levels, because level 1 is Mando and Grogu, then Companions of the TARDIS, Coulson's Agents, the Ghost Crew, because Star Wars Rebels.
Yep.
1 is Avengers Assemble, and the last one is the Fellowship. And you get different things and different exclusives with each one. And there's some things that you get through Patreon that you will not find in the shop.
How much? How much do you have to pay to beat Galactus?
We do have that one currently, but 50.
You should.
There you go.
50 is Galactus.
Yeah,
if
50
you're a
is
world
Galactus. Maybe that's what we'll.
Super
Maybe that's what we'll
macho.
do for your birthday.
Yeah.
There you go.
Ashley, thanks so much for coming on the show. It's been an absolute blast. The links to all Ashley's stuff are going to be in the show notes. Y'all make sure and check it out. Thanks so much.
Check
for
it
being on
out.
the show. Splash.
Thank you, guys.